Hey everybody, and welcome back to The Flame in the Flood. Let's get ourselves started here. We are continuing on. Last episode we broke 200 miles and got ourselves River God, the achievement. There are no more achievements, as far as I'm aware, that deal with how far we have traveled. I think 200 is the limit. So, at this point, it is pretty much all for our own entertainment. And I'm okay with that. Got a bear. Would love to hear some wolves. I forget, did we explore this place last time? No, because we would have drank from this. Usually we stop when we get... Ooh. There's a very slim chance... You know you... Oh no, he knows there's a bear over here. Chances are we wouldn't have gotten anything out of him either. Don't worry, bear, just human doing human things. After the first two steps, there's like that freeze, that moment of, oh god, is he actually running? Alright, we will take a nap here. It'll still be nighttime when we awaken, but that's okay. And we shall depart. It's almost morning, actually, so pretty good. In fact, it'll be morning by the time we get there. Day 142. Pretty insane, really. Snake. 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 Okay, we can deal with a singular anything. Which is good. So, wolf or boar. Unfortunately, I don't think there's anything besides snakes. And that is correct. Don't feel like getting bitten again. So we're off and on our way. How's our food looking? We could actually eat. I did grab these 10 cattails to just chow down on when we got hungry. Next, or if we run out of meat. Hopefully we won't. It's about time to start cashing in our tainted meat, though. Ooh, which way is that going? Shoot. Okay. I didn't know where that house was going. It was hanging up there, just waiting for me to pick one of those directions. Foul Bay, Desolate Wasteland, Slow River, no. Oh, this is really bad. Slow Wasteland is worst wasteland. But we will plow on through, hopefully. Oh sweet, we got more grubs. One of our side missions does involve eating a bunch of grubs. So that is a thing. I think it was 10 grubs. But I think it's since you get the mission, and I think the 2 grubs that we currently have are literally the only grubs we've seen since we've gotten that little mission. Grubs are also not particularly easy to come by. Yeah, I figured inventory full. But, it's worth a shot. In the slow rivers, there's not much risk in terms of hitting stuff or things going where you don't expect them to. Especially since it's not just no strong currents, it's no currents at all. Alright. We've got a bear beating the crap out of a boar. Question is how close to the bear's still looking at something. Not sure where that boar is dead, but I will double check. I have a feeling that he is dead inside the mouth of the bear's den, because that's where the boars tend to go to die. Okay. He's not back here. Yeah, I'm just gonna presume that he's dead in the mouth of that cave. It's not worth going for anyway, so. Slow River ahoy. Alright. White Grove. See how long it takes for us to get out of this stupid biome without using gas. I'm trying to not use the gas because we don't have that much. What? There's nothing of interest there, buddy. You're not hallucinating, are you? Damn it. Always aggro the boar. I think he aggroed to the boar. Yeah, sounds like it. Alright, there's nothing here. Unfortunately, those two will be going at it until the end of time. So we will just be on our way. We've got some pretty good music to accompany us on Slow River. I know I keep like going and saying the music is amazing, but I'm really not kidding. I really do love this music. And I feel like it's worth saying every single time that I think about it, because they get massive credit for putting together such a solid soundtrack. You know, it's not elevator music or anything like that. They do rotate through a good chunk of the songs. But I'm not entirely convinced that I've heard all of them in-game. I know that pretty much only the ones with lyrics jump at me when they're playing, so it's also partially my own fault. Although this is an instrumental thus far. I think at this point all the lyrics have kicked in if it is a song with lyrics, so. You are a bastard. Fine, I'm going this way. Unfortunately, this river is so slow that by the time I reach a landing point, it will already be morning. Oh nice, the water collector's full. That's really good. Not quite. We'll explore and then sleep, I think. Dog Run Canyon. Well, if I could let you run free here, buddy, I would. The fact that you've stayed with me this long, to me, it would say that I mean, I don't have you on a leash, so. We know from story mode that he's trained to bring people back. Is there a bear? I really want there to be a bear. No. We will sleep for 5 hours. I'll probably have to... Actually, I probably don't have to take a drink. I'm gonna leave the raft here. I'm gonna say I am hungry. And I do need to keep up with these. It's 20 hunger right there. I should probably drink. I should just do it. I think I can make to the next stop, but if I don't, I'll be very sad, so... I mean, I'm gonna try and make it there, so I guess we'll see if that would have gone well or not. Okay, I would have made it. But still, you never know. That was actually a decent bit upstream. Another Thaddeus's Crag, Jesus. I feel bad having to come up with so many unique names. Gosh darn it, of course there's a bear here, not at the last one. Like, I try and come up with unique names for every episode of everything that I release. And, you know, there are only so many words in the English dictionary. Yep, dies right there. Really sucks. But at least the bear didn't aggro on me, and we still get to explore for nothing left. Man. My only hope is getting meat. I guess if I kill the bear, I technically get 3 meat. 2 from the bear, 1 from the boar, but... it would be a trap. Problem is I really need to experiment with the easiest ways to kill a bear. But I don't want to do that on this run, because, you know, we've made it so far. I don't want the ending song for this to be, shoot, I can't, you know, we've come so far, but in the end it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that one. I don't want it to be that one. I don't want that to be the theme of this. Like, oh, you know, I felt like finding out how many times I needed to punch a bear. I mean, obviously we know how many times we have to wound the bear for, but the best way to do that? I have a feeling like 2 traps, like 2 traps or a snake and 2 traps, or a snake in a trap. 2 traps or a snake in a trap, because we get 1 arrow to wake him. He gets lured to the trap. In the meantime of that luring to the trap, holy crap, this is a lot of snakes. I'd get my aim back and be able to put a 2nd arrow in him. Alright, let's do an experiment here. Oh, that was bad. Oh, dang it. One second. Before I continue this farce of an experiment, which is me trying to get at least one of them dead by snake. You know what? One second. Can I? Oh, I can't change them yet. Darn. Wait, is my torch out? It might as well be. I think it actually is. So now we can pick up rags, alcohol, and a sapling. There's seriously no more snakes here? Yeah. Come here, snake. Darn. I think I'm out of snakes. I think there were like 6 snakes. 1 got me, and I did not evenly trash them. Oh well. It was worth a shot. Actually, it probably was worth me shooting some arrows at them. Although, I think I would have gotten mauled way before I got an arrow off, because you can't have your torch and your arrow. I could have deployed a fire. That actually probably wouldn't have been a bad plan. I'll have to think about that next time. Deploying a fire at which to snipe them. At that point, I was down to 1, if not 2 arrows per meat, which is optimal, basically. Plus, I've got arrows burning holes in my pockets. I can make more. And I kind of need to. Oh god, I made a poor decision. Should be able to make this safely. Yep. Now, yeah, I'm just imagining having to do that when I've got full rapids going behind me. Or, well, under me, I suppose, is the correct terminology there, but it does not sound fun. Alright. Access Monday. I keep seeing these all the time. Oh, wolves. You know, screw it. I want to see if there's a bear here. Oh, for a second that looked exactly like it would have been a bear den. Nope, there's no bear den here. Oh wow, that's it? So I'm gonna get mauled here again. Okay, luckily that didn't actually hurt me. Wow, that burned out fast. I didn't realize torches burned out so fast. Okay, so I can't use torches like that. Unfortunate, but that was just a lot of running. Alright, so I do need to do some eating and some sleeping. We've just seen a very big turn in the amount of resources, and I'm very, well, I'm not going to say very sure, but I'm fairly sure that it was the 200-mile mark that did that, which sucks. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, there were a lot of places where there weren't very many resources before, but not having wolves and bears coincide together is really hurting. I haven't gotten a bunch of free meat lately, which sucks. Yep. It's daytime now, though. Gotta love that white wolf fur jacket. Actually, I do need a stitching kit. Turns out when you're dumb like me and get yourself injured all the time, I really should have killed those wolves. Back, I'm still back at the should have put down a fire and shot at some of them. Would have worked better. Although it takes time to deploy the fire, doesn't it? Yeah, I probably would have gotten mauled in the middle of that. Although if I did it right by the raft, it might have worked out. I might have been able to get it up and going, and if they injured me in the meantime, I could pop back and heal up. If you sleep, I think their health restores. It sounds like we had a boar and a bear. Yup. Too close for me to be able to pick up, unfortunately. It's really unfortunate too because there are enough snakes that I could have handled it. Could have gotten that boar. Yep, don't have room for flint. And of course there's no wolves here either. Man, never thought you'd want to see wolves. Or a wolf. Could definitely handle a single wolf. There's enough snakes that it wouldn't be an issue. Alright. Might actually run out of meat. If that happens, we'll be okay. Part of it is also in these wastelands not using gas means we don't hit as many places as quickly, which means that we go for a little bit longer. Water collector's full again. That's actually impressive. Before we needed it, with no rain or anything. But yeah, so it happens. We're going to be using more resources per distance because we're not getting as many resources per distance. I'm really glad we're doing these passages in no current. Oh, rags, nice. Forgot we can actually pick stuff up when we need it. Alright. I'm very tempted to use gas. We are dehydrating. Because it takes so long to get from point A to point B. That's literally the only reason. I hate wastelands. Problem is we aren't seeing as much gas. I'd rather save it for times of desperation, which I don't think we're at just yet. Maybe I'm wrong. Bradley Vale. Alright. Really nothing. Didn't mean to hit spacebar there. It just cost me a bunch of sprint. Don't even have snakes to kill the boar. Could put an arrow in it, and I'm tempted to. But because of the sheer rarity of stuff, in terms of like stopping, I'm going to drink my water now. And I'm gonna get over here though. So that's convenient. It's almost nighttime. Pearl-ticular pines. I'm wondering if they're making a pearl joke. Yes, yes. Thank you, game. Gotta be careful. He's gonna murder the crap out of those wolves. I'm going to step out because that bear noticed me, I think. Oh goody, there's snakes there too. I hear his thundering footsteps. Ring around the rosy. What? There's still two wolves? Put him down. Good, 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 good. Delicious raw meat is mine. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now where's the other dead wolf? Yeah, I saw you there. There we go. Beautiful. Thank you, game, for the... No, go away. Thank you, game, for the gift of meat. Glorious meat. I think my next meal is going to be these cattails, which will be shortly. Probably after this sleep. Probably. Don't know for sure. Yeah, I think so. Yep. And then I think I'll wait a little bit. I'll wait until I'm hungry to cook the other meat, because it'll keep it till then. Oh my gosh, slow river, so painful. Oh, such slow. Wow, much pain. Much thirsty. Trying to maximize the speed boost I get. That's something else that I should probably experiment with, is how long it takes to recharge. If it's based on your first paddle swing or your most recent, and therefore which is the most optimal way to paddle. I'm fairly certain that it's not the second you get your bar partially recharged. Oh my gosh, yes. Small town, plenty of shops to loot. I don't really care about the shops to loot. I care about the not slow as hell. Though it is interesting that even if time-wise the stops were the same time apart, the slow river just feels like it's so much more painful. I also don't know what the statistical chances of, say, a gas station are. Because that's where I'm going. I probably could have gotten back around, but I'd rather not take that risk. Alright. Filling station. So, gas, workbenches, rags, lumber, harbor. Okay, so we need a jar. I'll bring this jar with me and drink it and fill it with gas. Probably. Looks like that's what's happening. Looks like I'm doing that with another one too. Because I think I've got two. Unfortunately, filling station doesn't grant me anything else. Okay, it grants me a boar. Which I should put 2 arrows in. Really? The key to a boar is to get right outside of his I will charge you range. Or get him to charge. Really? You're not going to charge me? Second time you were gonna. Okay, part of the reason why I'm doing this is because I want this knife to break. I don't just want to shoot arrows off for no reason. I don't have the stuff with me. I have feathers back at the... I don't think it's gonna break, but also I wanted some meat. And 2 to 1 is probably the best I'm gonna get. If I find rabbits, I'm gonna go crazy. There's no way I only have 8 feathers left. Have I really given up on feathers that much? Oh my gosh, I have. Oh yeah, I think I need to start collecting feathers again. I'm not kidding either. I think I do. I guess I didn't realize that I had burned through so many of them. Burned not being the optimal word here. Now we're done collecting dandelions, so this can go back. But a stack of feathers is a good thing to have. And I guess I have been ignoring them for a while now. So it went from 12% to... Okay, if I make one more arrow, it'll break. Which I feel like I should do. I should do that. Oh shoot. I was gonna bring another jar of water. I'm a dummy. Might as well search this, see what I got. It'd be really nice if you could just repair your knife by paying the full cost. I would do that. I would totally do that. It's worth it. You have to be a little careful about what would and wouldn't be allowed. I don't like wasting stuff, but please be broken now. Good. So I actually also need... the boar hide. Switch that with the yucca, the cooked yucca. Need the boar hides for the steel knife. The last thing I want is that knife to break at another point in time. Gosh darn it. I need to put that in, like, that shouldn't be necessary. Also, fun fact, because I just killed a boar, I can replace that boar skin immediately with that boar hide. Fantastic! That is a skeleton. Oh wow, I almost missed this. What's in here? Salt! Sorry, that was just like, that thing that I want desperately. Beautiful. Alright. So we got salt here. I don't know when I'll use it, because right now I'm pretty far behind on the amount of meat that I have. I could probably eat these grubs, and I probably should. Should probably eat both these grubs, and then probably cook these for meat. It's probably what I need to do. Oh, and I actually have multiple spaces open. Cool, that's good. I want the water on me more than anything else. Alright, beautiful, 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 beautiful. This is fantastic. Let's get that salt. I would fight wolves for it. It is raining. Doesn't really do much for us. Though it is, it's time to sleep. It's time to go to bed. Now it's time to sleep. Good night. Alright. Yeah, we'll just put it right down the middle. We were at 48. And we shall depart. So, great stop. Beautiful stop. Loved it. This is not the way I was thinking I was going to go originally, I think. Oh, no, no, no. I'm getting there. Lala Conservation Area. Nothing. Alright, once again, save your sprint. Feathers. I do need to start picking up feathers. I've been not doing that for so long now. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get up to 10 feathers in no time. There are so many crows. It's almost inevitable. Like, I'm going to pick up 3 feathers right here. Feathers will never be a pain point, but I want to have them. At least a single stack of 10 of them. That's 5 arrows. Oh, actually, I forgot. I've got a spare space now, so... So, 3 feathers was the result of this. I do need nuts and bolts now, though. I forget if we used 3 or 5 or how many for the knife. But yeah, next time we go through wilderness, we can totally 100% want to get over here. To the calm water. Totally 100% want to get usage out of our gas. Because I'm not going to carry more gas than what I currently have, most likely. So I'm holding on to 3 jars now. That's a lot of gas. Oh, a church. Gosh, I haven't seen a church in a while. Granted, churches aren't that useful. You can't actually search the church. It's unfortunate, but it's a good place to sleep in the early game. There's actually an achievement for sleeping in a church 20 times. Should probably go ahead and do that at some point. There's also an achievement for dying every possible way, so at some point I'm going to have to grind that. That said, I don't know all the possible ways to die, so that's also true. Okay, you two get very acquainted. You guys get acquainted with the boar. Boar, stop going the same direction I am. This will let me continue to investigate. Which ultimately grants me nothing, but better than getting bit for nothing. I mean, honestly, I can take a single attack pretty easily. I've got so many stitching kits. I guess that's only 10, but I find them so much more often than I need them that, you know, no big deal sort of thing. Alright, church. Gary? Is that like saying Gary with an accent, or rabbits? Okay, well, I said I was going crazy. How many we got? 1. 4. Alright, beautiful. So, sorry, not sorry. In comes the murder. 6, right? Yup. Oh my gosh, 5. And suddenly, just like that, I was no longer hurting for food. I'm waiting for the gas to clear up. In the meantime... Hey look, things that I need from all my torch making. It's the exact amount that I can carry on my person in a single stack. It's gonna take some effort to skin all those rabbits. Oh, you bitch. I should just kill you. That's the first time I've gotten hit by a boar in a while. But I've got splints, that's why I've got splints. I believe I have them here, though. Alright. Broken bone cured. Now we need to make another one. 2 saplings and 2 rags. Okay. I am, weirdly enough, starting to run a little low on saplings. Not what I was expecting to be running low on first. Honestly. Looks like I'm going to have reasonable use of the salt, probably. Maybe not. I haven't cut into my saplings down here yet. But I'm down to 3 on that stack, so... Little A, little B. Alright. Let's go ahead and make ourselves some cooked meat. We're starting on our back to meat diet. We had a little bit of other stuff, but we decided, in the grand scheme of things, this was a better plan. Don't know why, just was. Alright, these rabbits will... Okay, so day 150 is when those become a problem. We're not going to be hitting that during the episode today, I don't think. Could be wrong on that, but I don't think so. And that means I'm probably going to have forgotten. Man, 5 rabbits. I was only expecting 4, but oof, all the way to 5. Shows what being prepared is all about. Now, I do need to pick up another jar somewhere now. We have found jars now and again. We're like back up to max flint already. Well, this is convenient. I don't see any other animals here. So sure, 2 flint and water, nuts and bolts maybe. Speaking of jar, fantastic. Absolutely shenanigans, fantastic. Like, I have no words. I was guessing. I was like, if there's a jar in there, that'd be kind of funny. So right now the jar is actually taking up the empty space where usually we'd. It's no big deal. Man, and I was expecting to have to use. I really do need to use 3 of those tainted meats. I really do. Like, it's important at this point. It's an extra stack that I really don't need. Nope, that one's not happening. That's okay. Probably motor to make it happen, but meh. There's a decent chance I couldn't, even if I used my motor. So I don't want to waste the time or the danger, because using the motor can be dangerous. If you start going in a weird direction or catch a current, you can just slam straight into land without ever planning on doing so. Alright, swing there and maybe, probably not get to both of those. I'm picking the calmer water. That's really what's driving this decision. Because the calmer water is really important. Humbug's River. Okay, it's still twilight. Snakes. Indiana Jones would not enjoy this survival mode. I will get your feathers. Some of your feathers, anyway. Oh, wow. There's just like a pit of pit vipers? A pit viper pit? And a bear. Except for the part where I can't, like, fend off a bear and push it towards snakes. Really? My nuts and bolts are already full? That's surprising to me. Guess it's true, though. I'm waiting for wolves. If they're gonna show up, they're gonna show up. Either way, it's bedtime. 35, so 62 is good. When we wake up, we'll probably hear the wolves if they're coming. Nope. So we'll be on our way. Not so big a deal. I want to go back that way. Oh my gosh. It's the dream. Ooh, that was kind of close. That looked very... like, you need a river this wide for the... The unfortunate part is that water tends to travel fast in shallower areas or more narrow areas because the rate of flow of the water stays about the same. So if you're if it's going a gallon a minute, which is very much, by the way, that's actually very slow. If we're going a gallon a minute, just to create a base terms, if you've got a river that's a gallon wide, or like if it's a gallon in 2 inches of length or something like that, we'll do a foot. So this river is sized, and this would actually be a very small river, to fit a gallon Ooh, farms, camps, and lots of wilderness. I dare you, game, to give me a farm. But yeah, if this river, this hypothetical river, could fit a gallon of it in a foot, a gallon in a foot. So if you were to take a foot of river somewhere, it would fit a gallon. And it was exactly the same the entire way. And I mean the entire way. It would travel the exact same speed at a gallon a minute. Just bam. So basically, it's traveling a foot a minute. Which, as you can guess now, is really slow. Because that gallon that you have in that slice that's a foot wide... Sorry, I'm making hand motions, which doesn't actually help. But yeah, that amount is basically being replaced over the course of that minute. We could take a gallon a second and that would be a little more reasonable, but beyond the point. However, if suddenly that foot of river can only hold half a gallon, so it becomes thinner, it becomes shallower, whatever it takes, that volume of a slice of river that's a foot. Oh darn, we don't have any snakes. Don't need another broken bone. Since apparently my reflexive dodging is not that great anymore. But yeah, so that now half a gallon in a foot slice, it's the speed of that river is basically staying the same in terms of flow. In most cases. And because of that, that half gallon area is replaced in half the time, or 30 seconds. Therefore, that area right there, instead of traveling a foot in a minute, like when it was traveling a gallon a minute and a foot of it contained a gallon, it is now traveling at a gallon in 30 seconds. Sorry, Sorry, I'm messing it up. The rate's still the same, a gallon a minute. But the time it takes for the surface of that water to go, it's now 30 seconds for a foot of river. So your flow is still the same, but instead of being the surface appearing like it's going a foot a minute, it now appears it's going 2 feet a minute. And that is a very basic and probably partially incorrect analysis of river flow, etc., etc. I don't know. It's one of those weird... Gosh darn it, we're like rolling in Flint now. Guess that's the game's way of saying it should be using more. We're basically out of arrows. Or sorry, out of places of getting saplings. We've seen so few. That's why I don't want to make traps for bears, because they take so many saplings. But yeah, so that's a basic flow. So the parts of the river that travel slowly tend to be more volume. So deeper, wider. So when I say it'd be a lot nicer if the fast current was in the wider part of the river, you know, technically it could happen. Like, it's possible. It's certainly feasible. Oh yeah, am I getting that? It's feasible for a river to be wide and fast, but that means it needs to be shallow. Or shallower, depending on what you're comparing it to. Oh, hey, there's a wolf right there. I didn't know wolves could be there. I would like to go find this wolf. Hey, wolf. You should come back. I don't think he can come down here. I think he's stuck. Which sucks for me, because he's basically free meat. Even if I were to shoot him. I'm risking being attacked to stand here. Yeah, I'm thinking come down here. Oh well. I've never noticed that before. I don't think it's actually normally a thing. Wait, there's a crow here? No, no, no. Nope. I was hoping it would call out enough and maybe the wolf would show up. Like maybe it needs a crow to show up there, but it's just hovering there in the background as like a notification. Like if you see him there, you know that if you let a crow go off, he's coming in. I don't know if that's true. So yeah, so this is probably actually a rather shallow part of the river. Now all of this is dependent on the river's natural flow. Oh gosh darn it. I want to go right, I think. Yeah. So, you never know what you're going to get, really. Inventory full, go figure. Well, that means it wasn't salt. Or jerky, which means I'm kind of okay with it. And anything good here? It is twilight, so it would be nice to find a bear, perhaps. Oh my gosh, so much flint. Found a boar. That's about it, though. Yep, nothing else here. Flint and a boar. Makes me think I should start making effort to carry more flint by killing some wolves. Alright. We're gonna hit up one more spot before resting and drinking and all that jazz, because we've got some coming right up. Because we're not in a slow part of the wasteland. Because I hate slow wasteland. I can't say anything more. Like, I don't like it. I don't think there's a reason to like it. Well, if there were wolves, they would have come a-running already. Suppose they still could. Alright. This is a good find, though. No need to drink from our water collector just yet. Alright, it is time for us to sleep. For 6 hours. Sorry, 5 hours. Meant 62, said 6 hours. They're close enough related. Alright, it's raining. We'll depart. I do need to eat here shortly. Can I make it all the way across? I don't want to risk it. Kind of want to go for that, but my better judgment says don't. And considering our most likely form of death is drowning, it's too late to go for the calm part of the river there. I will make a break for... Oh, house! Woo! Holy crap, that was risky. Oh, we got some rags. Nice. Still don't see a farm game. Still don't see a farm. For a second I thought that was a farm. The way it faded in, it kind of looked like a silo. I mean, not terribly so, but a little bit. The Crimson Ravine has snakes. I already hear them. Alright, we do need to eat. At least a little bit. Next time I cook stuff, I'm gonna make another poison gas bomb. Okay, well, one wolf. Don't you run this way, jerk. I think the snake attacked the bear, though I'm not sure. I have no way of knowing for sure. I actually don't have any raw meat, like a stack of raw meat. Oh, because I have to deal with the rabbits probably now. Yep, still room for rags. I used a bunch of rags, but we're back up there. Max. Yep, lower the max. Lower the max. I probably need to eat garlic too. Need to get rid of the garlic. Alright, we gotta deal with the rabbits. It's unfortunate, but I think it's necessary. There's nothing of value over there. Run away. Alright, so we're going to do some basic stuff here, like discard that, and what's something else that I don't care if I discard. I don't have any empty spots here. Darn. I was hoping that maybe I miscalculated and I had an empty spot that I didn't. We will discard our bow, because I actually need to check and see if this is still a bug or not. Okay. Last time I discarded the bow, it went up to full health, and I'm just curious if that still is a thing. Alright, we're going to skin all these. Nope. Glad that didn't happen. Suddenly I could make some rabbit pelt stuff. It happens every single time I skin rabbits. Alright, now I get to do the unfortunate thing of discarding all those. Now we're gonna go do some cooking. I didn't even realize we were still wet. Alright, cooked meat. Cooked meat. Gas bomb. Cooked meat. Alright, that way we'll be at 4. I won't go all the way. Just because. Let's leave the raft. Let's go get the other raw meat from our dead friend. Go away, snake. Is there anything else of value over here? No, we did search that. Alright, cool. Shoo. I don't think I'll ever stop talking to the snakes in a sassy manner. Alright. Oh, I actually didn't check. Yeah, so that's kind of a bug we can use to keep our bow at tip-top shape. I'll have to report that to them. Zona de Vino.
My arms look very red. I just noticed this.
Probably because I've been rooting around in the blood of my enemies. I'm pretty sure that falls under what I've been doing. I need to go around the other way. On my way back, I do not want to risk stepping in the poison ivy barely and getting it. Aloe is hard to find, so if I can avoid having to use what I have, that is definitely preferable. Alright, let's be on our way. We are approaching the end of the episode. Alright, we're going to try and get out far enough to hit the calm water. Beautiful. Okay. I wanted to get out of the middle there. I felt like going around the right side was just going to be problematic. Just like I wanted to cut over a little bit earlier than necessary, or than what seemed to be necessary. Grand Rapids Industrial Zone, little food, lots of danger. Beautiful. I don't really have an opinion. Oh, god damn it. I chose poorly. Oh, holy crap. No! Darn it. Oh, that was a lot of damage. Holy shit. Whoa, I actually made a very bad decision there. I thought there was no river in that direction. I thought it was land. I don't think it was. I think I actually had a safe, slow river out that I just didn't take. Alright, we are suddenly in need of a marina again. And pretty strongly, mind you. Although we have reached what I think will be the end of this episode. Figure. I think we will sleep and then, upon leaving the raft, call it a night there. Or call it an episode there. I don't know when you're watching it. For me, it's nighttime. Since this is the last episode of the week. Unless I have miscounted terribly. Go away, boar. Nobody loves you. Alright, so we didn't really find anything here. To nobody's surprise. Actually, I didn't search this car, did I? Another jar. Don't actually need another jar. Alright, so we're doing pretty good, actually, turns out. We found some salt, which will hopefully get used next time I find myself with a lot of meat, which may not ever happen. So we'll go ahead and sleep. But yeah, pretty productive. We made it pretty far. I don't know exactly how much. Looks like 10 miles. But yeah, we will get our saving icon, and I will say thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I will see you next time, and until then, keep your...